Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's section. Today, we're going to go through how to move from your current ERP to Odoo by a modular phase. This section is especially fitted for mid-market companies, but if you're also a startup, this is also relevant for you. I am Fionn. I'm the Senior Partner Manager for Odoo for APAC market. My key market is Singapore. We have a special guest today, Pragna from Brainvire, who is our Odoo Go partner.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pragna, Regional Sales Director for Brainvire. Happy to be here. I carry 20 years of ERP implementation experience for various tools, especially within Odoo for past 7 years. Excited to share our discovery and what we have done with our clients in the region.
Thanks, Pragna. So to quickly go through the agenda of today, we will quickly introduce Odoo and our Brainvire Odoo Go partner. We'll speak a bit about how to modernize your ERP, go through a case study of our Odoo existing client. Their manufacturing and a trading business go well. We'll leave most of the section to let you see Odoo's system by a live demonstration. And then we'll go through some of the industry-focused solutions done by Brainvire. Last but not least, we'll have a Q&A section. So please type your questions and anything you want to ask about in the comment section. We'll address at the end of the section, so make sure you stay till the end. As you may know, Odoo is an all-in-one management software system. We call it an Enterprise Resource Planning Software, ERP. Globally, we have 16. We are a European company with Belgium as our HQ. Hong Kong is the HQ of the Asia office. In Singapore, we don't have a local office yet, but we have experienced partners like Brainvire on the ground to help you. Odoo is an $8.2 billion US valuation unicorn. The investment is led by Capital G, Google, Sequoia Capital, and General Atlantic, etc. We also have investors such as BlackRock. Here are some of our happy clients. For example, Foodbank Singapore, Melissa Shoes, and MBT Shoewear. These are all clients implemented by Brainvire for those I have mentioned. Odoo covers from CRM, sales, manufacturing, operations, marketing, and HR, etc. In terms of our positioning, we cover a wide business scopes to cover all the business industry sectors. We're also a cost-friendly solution, as well as we're very user-friendly, which you'll see it in the demo yourself. Unlike traditional ERP, which can only be accessed through your computer, Odoo also can be accessed by our beautiful mobile app and different devices such as iPad. For Brainvire, who is joining us today, they are a 12+ year of experience in the ERP industry with a global team with offices such as Singapore, Middle East, US, and Canada, etc., with 4,000+ experts. They have experience in all different business sectors, but they're also especially strong in manufacturing, retail, healthcare, and finance. Some of the brands here that you might know of are their happy clients. Pragna, could you give us a quick summary of integrations done by Brainvire, which is not Odoo standard as is?
We have come across many situations to extend the scope of work to suit to end-to-end requirements for the client. And the key customizations, what we have done is varied payment gateway related to the taxation requirement, shipping gateways, and as you know, retail is one of our strong domain and many of our clients are from retail. We have done marketplace implementation and EDI connectivity with their system. We've also connected multiple ERP system where the core Odoo is an order management system or for some processes, and then connecting it back to their parent ERP system globally. So in nutshell, as Odoo is open source, allows us with a flexible integration, we have achieved end-to-end solution for our client with these integrations.
Awesome. And I know that you have done so many ERP implementation software for Odoo, moving clients from, SAP, Sage, Oracle, etc., which is amazing. So in terms of for Odoo, we want to share about why is it fitted for mid-market companies. First, you can start with your own pace, which is, for example, a client like XL Marco. They are a trading and manufacturing company. They started with only using CRM with 15 of their employees to now over 200, using it for their whole operations, including manufacturing. Odoo is also a more cost-friendly option. So BRC, which is a manufacturing company global-wise, they moved from building their own custom software to using Odoo to lower their infrastructure costs and maintaining a very old system that they have been using for the past 15 years. And as well as, for example, Melissa Shoes. I don't know if you know this brand, but for those that know of them, they use Odoo instead of, they move actually from Microsoft to Odoo for their operations part and then connect to Microsoft in terms of for accounting so that our system as an open ERP software, it's high edgeability for clients like you. Here are some of the legacy ERP challenges faced, for example, by actually different clients. For example, high cost of upgrade, long implementation cycles. So we're talking about over a year, or sometimes it takes 3 years to implement traditional ERP software. So today, we want to go through a use case that it's been implemented by Brainvire. Pratna, could you quickly walk us through about this use case, the before, and then also show us about the Odoo demo that's highly relevant to other companies as well?
Absolutely. So today we are going to present the case study for GoWell Petro. They are into manufacturing, trading, and equipment rental business. We have gone live for 10 countries implementation for them. GoWell Petro is headquartered in Singapore with their manufacturing and R&D plants in the region. So before they moved to Odoo, GoWell Petro had different system across different geography, and their key problem statement were around their equipment rental business because they did not have a streamlined process from order to tracking of the asset up to the accounting level. On the manufacturing side, they had concerns related to their MRP, material requirement planning, and the forecasting. Also, they had concerns related to having different systems which could not talk to their sales, their actual manufacturing forecasted data, and the accounting system. So these technical challenges we have overcome by providing a one-stop solution within Odoo for each country so that their intercompany operations are very well managed, their planning and forecasting activity is done very swiftly, and their equipment rental business is running end-to-end on Odoo platform. So this is their before situation where each country had their own finance system, they had their own silo of spreadsheet, plus they were using Kingdy as their ERP system for manufacturing side, and everything was just not connected. In the future landscape with Odoo, all these systems have gone completely out of the landscape and one single system exists between their end-to-end operation. So right from their sales order process, where they have very unique way to identify their sales serial number, product code, and their own special hierarchy, we have streamlined a standard operating procedure across the organization through their processes aligned in Odoo. So if you see about some of the examples screen on the equipment rental part, they exactly know their asset, how they are going to plan it, what is the purchase history of the customers, and the invoice related detail from the accounting side in one go. So overall, with GoWell Petro, with the Odoo implementation, they have achieved so many three different lines of business into one system. Dashboards are cherry on top. Odoo provides standard dashboard out of box, and that way each function has their own dashboard to track effectively from logistics, finance, CRM, services, warehouse operations. They are able to take strategic inputs from their different team and share it with other members and manage the operations on the ground easily. It is a very great situation for GoWell that with the large size, they have maintained 95% Odoo standard system. So now let's talk and see the real system on Odoo side. Today, we are excited to show a live demonstration what we have set up for the Odoo ERP. It is a multi-country setup which we have done. On the screen, we have configured 5 different companies under one single Odoo instance. And then the icons which you see on the screens are nothing but the end-to-end connected processes within it. So in the workflow, let's see how we are going to go about the demo today. On the left-hand side, we are going to start with the CRM process, which is core of any business, then move how the opportunities and the quotations can be confirmed through the sales order process, how you can make a subsequent purchase operation, and then the delivery, and then finance. So a single view with Odoo, we can go through the system. Let's start with the heart of the system, which is the product master. I know that today we have attendees from different industries, but everybody has something to sell. It could be a product, it could be a services, it could be a combination of it. So Odoo Product Masters allows us to completely handle the information related to the product. Let's take an example product, commercial EV charging station. Here we have maintained it as goods. There could be services, there could be a combination as well. In this screen, we are going to maintain the complete property related to this. What is the sales price? What are the sales tax related to it? Which product category this belongs to? Your purchase terms, your different category of the product, pricing, and internal code which you want to give it. So Odoo beautifully allows you to maintain your internal process product code. You can maintain the barcode, and at single click of button, you can manage whether this product is applicable only for this company or it is applicable for all, so that you don't have to replicate the product. Apart from that, one of the beautiful feature within Odoo is product attributes. Each product, you can define different attributes. Attributes could be size, length, voltage, the power setting. It could be different attributes. Rather than creating a new product, you can maintain the attribute, you can maintain the different price point for it, and you can also maintain the stock against it. So with that, overall maintenance of your SKU becomes very easy with Odoo. You can also define for each product whether you are going to store it in your inventory or what is the route. Some of you are into a trading business where you might be just drop shipping the item to the customer location. So Odoo allows us to have this drop ship location. Still, you can track the item, whether they have reached the customer, how much quantity has been reached, is there any back order requirement, and then reconciling the entire payment. I can also maintain the weight and volume related information so that it is easy for you to plan the logistics of it. One of the interesting feature within Odoo Product Master is I can also define the relationship that who is the supplier or vendor for this product. I can also set the product vendor product name and vendor product code into the system so that at any point of time, my unique internal product code is mapping with my vendor product code. This allows you to easily talk to your vendor by raising the purchase order in their own language, which they understand, and then provide a better connectivity with your vendor and supplier system. Odoo on the top screen, you can say that there are some smart buttons. These smart buttons are nothing but a bird's eye view for you to understand if there are any product related specification you can maintain in the document, how many quantity I have purchased, how many I have sold, is there any reordering rule which is set up, how many are expected in the warehouse and how many are going out. You can also maintain your unique lot and serial number if you want to track. You can also maintain your country of origin. So in nutshell, product master is heart of the system. You can define different combo product, you can define service and the sellable product, also maintain your raw material in this product master, and you can group by different category. Now let's move to the first module, which is CRM, customer relationship management. In Odoo, Customer relationship management, like any other CRM solution, will allow you to create the opportunity. You can create the leads. You can manage all your contact related to this opportunity and track it by different stages. Here in the example, we have created 4 stages, but these stages are configurable, very unique to your business. You can define your stages. In simple view of Kanban view, you can get the what stage, which opportunities are, and what is the revenue you are looking at. If you have won any opportunity this month, it can also give you the total one opportunity revenue on the top itself so that you don't have to spend more time. You can configure your different sales team and manage them here. Let's look at this one of the opportunity. We have created for the same product, what we have seen, we've created one particular quotation, which is in the one stage. That means you have already got the order. On the right hand side, you can see that any Odoo has a strong audit trail. Any updates made into this particular screen related to this opportunity is recorded at any point of time. As a salesperson, I can log a note or I can create an activity for my colleague. At Odoo level, this particular audit trail and log is available at all the screen. And even the smart buttons are available at all the screens so that end users can perform their operations smartly rather than struggling to find information between different screens. Now, assume that this quotation is accepted, and then once it is confirmed, it will move to the sales stage, sales order stage. So same screen, quotation screen will link me back to the sales order. There is a sales order number 35, which is created. We have an order date. We have also defined the payment terms. Odoo can handle both B2B and B2C customers. So you can maintain your different payment terms by each customer easily in Odoo. So anytime a particular customer gives the order, it will take that particular payment terms. Now, we have taken the EV charging as one of the product for which the route which is set up is dropship. So what it means that as soon as I have a confirmed order, system will indicate that you need to purchase this item from your supplier. Now, if you see on the flow, we have order created and automatically it will first make sure the item is available and then confirm the delivery date to the customer so that you have the end-to-end process within your control. So let's go to the purchase module very quickly. In purchase module, you can maintain all your vendors, vendor master, vendor payment terms and condition, and you can also maintain your vendor specific price points very easily. So we have our vendor, we have vendor specific purchase order. So let's open this purchase order for the dropship, which is given to this particular vendor. We have confirmation date, we have expected arrival date, and we have delivery mode as a dropship to the delivery address, which is a customer address. So as soon as this item is being delivered by the vendor, you will get notification that item is delivered through a dropship route. It has created its delivery document. And once it is confirmed, your end-to-end process related to delivery is complete. And then we can move into the invoicing stage. Going back to the workflow, let's look at the stages we have gone through. So we have completed the purchase. Odoo has generated the dropship document and dropship receipt has been generated. Vendor has delivered and delivery status is complete within the system. And now we will move to the finance module where invoice related to this particular transaction is created and you are going to collect the payment. You will collect the payment against the delivered goods from your client. So let's go to the accounting module and then look at this particular case. If you see on the screen, Odoo also provides the operational dashboard for each screen. Say for this particular case, we have created the invoice and we can go into the invoice detail to see how the overall invoice will look like, whether we have received the payment. And then once the payment is received and reconciled by the accounts team, we can post it. Odoo has out-of-box configuration with multiple banks, which are global banks and local banks in Singapore. And once this integration and configurations are done, the auto reconciliation option is available for the ease of finance team so that they can track incoming and outgoing payments very easily. Odoo Singapore instance is as per Singapore localization standard. It provides reports related to GST reports and your compliance related reporting for the IFRS tax reporting are available out of box. Apart from that, it has all the standard report related to your balance sheet and profit and loss analysis. Odoo allows us to create the P&L and balance sheet by different measures Like you can have a measure related to a particular country of operations, you can have a product segment or a sales team created as one part of your profitability analysis, and the reports can be created. So overall, if you see, as a interface, Odoo is designed a simple system for the benefit of the business user so that they can maintain the transactions end to end. Just not that, there is also additional feature and cherry on top is by default the dashboards which are available for the business users to track the performance of their own department and overall against the various KPI and the benchmark. So if you see on the left hand side, we have multiple departments: sales, CRM, finance, logistics department. And against that, we have certain KPI, like what is the monthly sales, top sales team. We have sales by revenue. So you can define on different track down the opportunities. You can track down the overall value based upon the KPIs available. You can also compare it against the previous period. So these are available as part of standard, which can further be modified as per your requirement. Many of our clients are using Odoo as their interactive dashboards so that they can connect with their team and then collaborate better between different regions so that they can get that performance edge into the system. So today, as part of our short demo, we have only covered few processes within Odoo. We understand your business is very unique to you, and we are happy to deep dive into specific process related to your business and arrange for a detailed demo. Please feel to type in your questions for us and the details what we have shared, and we will be happy to share it in detail. That is it from my side. Over to you, Fia.
Thanks, Pratna. So I understand that for your demo, right? It's basically 90% Urdu standard. And if some clients are not happy with just the Urdu standard, what are the industry focused solutions that you could share with us about?
So we have multiple industry solutions for which we have created specific requirements for that industry. One of this example is retail industry for a client which is into a perfume industry operating 300 plus store. Number of stores what they're operating is very high. They have 6 legal entity within Middle East, and they are using Odoo point of sale system as their key ERP. Some of the features of Odoo point of sale system were used out of box, but on top of that, Brainwire has also created a different layer of reporting, security, and offline different capabilities so that 300 stores data can be connected and managed in a very detailed way for the customer. So that was one of the large implementation we have done, very specific. We have created personalized experience for the POS users by creating different support system on overlaying customer specific discount, loyalty related part, and the fast billing process so that anytime there's a client, they can quickly check out the items, but at the same time provide them all their benefits and the loyalty related discount. So we have done this type of personalization so that the requirements can be achieved first faster. We also created a custom control discount on role-based authorization so that any salesperson is not overdoing on the discount side and then manage the traceability. So overall, as a retail industry, right from the POS to different e-commerce solution integration to also have the retail specific merchandising and planning solution is some of the value adds which are done by Brainwire on top of the standard configuration which is available within Odoo to provide them with the 100% experience of retail, of branding, merchandising process, POS, commerce integration, and getting all the data related to their channels into one system. Other examples industry we have is manufacturing. So manufacturing industry is a traditional industry. Many of the time, the course problem what they faced in the industry is not about the system, but the end user who are the operator of the system. They do not come with a lot of knowledge, and the continuous improvement for us is 2 point. One, how to make it very easy for the operator to key in the data which is required by the management, that is the machine operating hours, to calculate the efficiency, and at the same time provide them the robust platform so that they can interconnect with different systems. So one of the example we would like to share is with the BRC steel rolls, where they have a complicated quotation system where it goes through the multiple round of approval through their project managers who are a metallurgy specialist who are going to define the properties of this end product. And then it goes through the specification to the manufacturing part. So maintaining the different version of the drawings, how the right amount, right picture and the drawing is selected, taking the specification approval and putting it in the system against the required, and then delivering through the manufacturing simplicity process is what we have achieved for BRC Steel Board. So quotation, traceability, and then the manufacturing part, and bringing in all the factor to have the machine data integrated within Odoo is where Brainwire has put in the specialty of our manufacturing solution understanding with our subject matter expert on manufacturing side, and providing them a foundation solution which will help them operate better, find their cost of goods manufacturing effectively, and then enhance their operational process. So second example, manufacturing in Singapore, we have many small to medium sized manufacturers who are operating manually, and with Odoo's system, they can beautifully manage the entire end-to-end workflow and achieve more out of their investment. Third industry is engineering and construction industry. Being a hub for the shipping industry, we have many clients who are on falling under engineering construction solution, working with the main provider, working as a subcon, or working as a total turnkey solution product. So one of them is YEK Engineering, where we have implemented Odoo as part of their end-to-end ERP system, from their CRM system to their field services team. So major value add, what we have done is providing the mobile application with the field services team. Before, their field services team were going to their client, and till the time they were supposed to or able to send them the invoice, the cycle was about 15 days. But with implementation of ERP at Odoo level and multiple teams coming together and putting their data, this time has gone down within hours. So from the time the service engineer has gone to the service site, they create the report, they take the signature of the customer on the site, they also send them or sell them spare parts required and confirm it for the finance for the billing. So by the time field service engineer is back to the office, the invoicing is already completed. So this has major value for them because their entire cycle has reduced. They are also doing project management within Odoo. They are also doing support related, maintenance related services into Odoo. They also have a subscription part from their exhaust maintenance team on exhaust maintenance contract, where system is automatically creating quarterly request for the field service engineer to go to a particular site of the customer and deliver the service to them. So this way, many operations all handled within one platform. We have clients from the healthcare industry. Bay Alarm Medical is one of the largest company in North America, where they are into trackable wearable device for the senior citizens or people who are undergoing certain special treatments. So this program is in alliance with the hospitals, where hospital will give the wearable device to vulnerable person, and they can report certain alarms. So currently they have about 150,000 live subscription, monthly subscription being handled through Odoo. And this watch is just not tracking their progress, but it can also handle the SOS call through the AI solution, what we have implemented for Bay Alarm. It can also provide the remedy plan based upon the personal history of a particular client and the medication and the alliance with the doctor's advice. It can also help them with the some steps to take care till the time help arrives, and they should not panic. So this is the overall solution what we have done. We are tracking the devices, we are billing them on the monthly basis, and we are also creating a better connection between the product owner, which is Bay Alarm, and the customer, by giving them the efficient healthcare support system with a support portal, which is also very highly connected with the AI solution. Thanks to Odoo's version 19, that we are able to run such type of robust platform with very large subscription rate. So we defined a custom subscription module for them, and which is very specific to the healthcare industry and specific fields which we have created for them to handle and manage this data. Because healthcare also comes under a lot of compliance, we have masked this data, we have taken care of the security, the access control, and the role-based authorizations is enhanced in a way so that no personal data of the client is compromised by this solution. Last but not the least, we have automobile industry. As Brainbar is present globally and in Singapore, we have automotive dealers. We have solutions like automotive dealers and manufacturers, who manufacturers, traders, auto part trading company who are beautifully using Odoo solution. We have brought in our industry knowledge to customize the fields in a way this is suitable for the automotive industry, with very specific make, model, year, getting vehicle related data in Singapore. Whenever there is integration required for the one motoring or sync pass, especially for the license check, validity check, accident history of the vehicle. So such integrations are done by Brainwire. We've also done the multi-channel order integration. So getting the information from the dealers and passing it into the sub-dealer, we've created a real-time order to synchronization. So this particular example on the Sherrold, they are also having their e-commerce channel on the Shopify site. So they are also into the pre-owned vehicle. The order comes from the Shopify site, which is also integrated back into Odoo ERP, and the entire execution of the order till the fulfillment is done via Odoo and also updated back into Shopify. So this is the value addition by Brainwire to make sure that any processes related to automobile, they, when the client have this data, they can see and feel the system in a right way with a very specific terminology and module which are there as part of their system. In Odoo, we have also maintained the entire warehouse mobile application so that the picking team can track the incoming, outgoing picking related data very easily with a simple interface. We also manage the barcode and the label, which is very specific and unique for them to manage the warranty and support to their client.
Thank you so much, Pratna. Thanks for showing our industry-focused solutions apart from Odoo standard demo. I want to leave the floor to Q&A. We will go through some of the questions and answers in this section. Meanwhile, here is our contact that you could contact us if you don't have questions during the section, but you have any coming afterwards, feel free to contact me and Pratna together. So I'll leave the floor to let you ask any questions that you would like. Pratna, for because you have experience for moving clients such as SAP and Microsoft, etc., and how many percent of the clients you have for, by example, by ratio would be using Odoo standard? Say if there's two types, how many would it be for using Odoo standard and how many would be customized?
So the answer to this is a bit tricky because every client want to adopt Odoo standard, but sometimes they have to go for very much necessary customization. I would say that most of the clients where we have worked as Brainwire, we have gone through 80-20 principle, that they are 80% standard and 20% very specific. If there are industries like trading industry, we are also able to bring up the percentage of the standard to about 95% and 5% to customization. But we do have industries like, say, for example, retail and automotive. It requires many integration touch point. So Odoo becomes
Mm,
the central system, heart of the system, and we do certain integrations, so which are unavoidable, and that's where it will. Though these integrations stay out of Odoo system and we do not modify the code, it is also considered as one of the customization.
yeah. So for partners, as experts for doing integrations, what's one of the advice that you would like to share in terms of for sharing that Odoo as a solution can do extremely well with different integrations, and what are the most popular integrations are requested by clients?
So one good thing about Odoo is that they're releasing a lot of integrations as standard, whether it is taxation, bank related requirement. So we advise client that to stay within this standard. Like if you're choosing a payment gateway, then if there is something which is out of box, it is easy. But for the price point, if you have some other payment gateway or country specific requirement, that's where we go for the integration. but integrations are built in a way that there is less impact on my core code to keep the core clean, and then build the integration layer on the side so that when there is the next upgrade coming, we can easily upgrade the integrations as well. Many clients, for example, in the retail industry, they have 3PL warehouses, and they change 3PL warehouses probably every 2 years based upon the price point. So we need to keep our architecture simple yet flexible so that it can be easily unplugged and plugged back, or plugged with some other solution when needed. So this is the strategy we follow to support our clients so that they are not spending too much of time and effort to repeatedly pay for the same cost. Where we see that the connection is not stable, there is chance to move it. Also, like for example, marketing solution or e-commerce solution, where we have seen that if something goes new comes in the market, there's a tendency for the client to adopt it. But the problem remains that, okay, how is my integration affected? And that's where we try to provide them with a simple architecture so that that can be managed easily.
Thank you so much. So, if you also are using some traditional ERP systems and would like to move to Urdu, especially as a mid-sized client, feel free to contact us for more details. We'll be able to do an in-depth demo and solution for you. Thank you so much for joining today's section. We hope you have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.